Burger King, a name synonymous with flame-grilled burgers, the famous Whopper, and the fast food culture we know today. But behind the golden arches of the Burger King brand lies a fascinating story that many don't know. It's a story of fierce competition, unrelenting growth, and a company that has constantly had to reinvent itself to stay relevant in a world where the next big thing is always just around the corner. While most people think of McDonald's when they think of fast food, Burger King has been a competitor in the space for over 60 years. But its journey to becoming the global giant it is today was anything but smooth. This is the untold story of Burger King. The early years, 1954 to 1960s. Our story begins in 1954 in Miami, Florida, where two entrepreneurs, James McLemore and David Edgerton, decided to enter the fast food business. At the time, McDonald's had already established itself as the go-to fast food chain, with its systemized processes and growing success. McLemore and Edgerton's original venture was called Insta-Burger King, named after the unique machine they used to cook burgers quickly. This machine, the Insta-Broiler, allowed for flame grilling, a method that would soon become the company's signature and set it apart from the competition. Despite the innovative technology, the company's early years weren't easy. The business model was untested, and McLemore and Edgerton struggled to make it profitable. In 1959, McLemore and Edgerton bought out the original owner, taking full control of the company. They rebranded it simply as Burger King, a name that would soon become known worldwide. The rise of the Whopper, 1960s to 1970s. In the 1960s, Burger King introduced its most iconic item, the Whopper. Designed to compete directly with McDonald's Big Mac, the Whopper quickly became the face of the brand. The burger was larger than most fast food options, with a bigger patty, more toppings, and a structure that set it apart from other fast food burgers. But it wasn't just about the size. Burger King introduced Have It Your Way, a campaign that allowed customers to customize their burgers, giving them more control over their meal than any other fast food chain at the time. This focus on customization helped to differentiate the company from McDonald's, which offered a more standardized menu. With the success of the Whopper, Burger King's expansion took off. By the mid-1960s, there were over 250 locations, and the brand continued growing both nationally and internationally. The company's ability to scale operations while staying true to its flame-grilled roots played a crucial role in its early success. The competition heats up. 1980s. In the 1980s, the competition between Burger King and McDonald's intensified. McDonald's had established itself as the leader in the fast food industry, and Burger King had to fight for its place in the market. To do so, it launched a series of ad campaigns that directly targeted McDonald's. One of the most memorable was the Where's the Beef campaign, which criticized McDonald's for offering smaller burgers. The ad emphasized the Whopper's larger patty, positioning it as the more substantial option. Despite these efforts, the 1980s were a time of struggle for Burger King. McDonald's had already perfected its strategy of consistency, speed, and innovation, while Burger King found itself playing catch-up. It attempted to diversify its menu and expand its offerings, but was often overshadowed by McDonald's expansion and market dominance. The 1980s were also a time of growth for Burger King, however. While McDonald's remained the dominant force in the industry, Burger King made a name for itself through its aggressive marketing campaigns and by expanding into international markets. Ownership changes and identity crisis. 1990s. The 1990s marked a period of turmoil for Burger King. The company was bought and sold several times. In 1989, it was acquired by Grand Metropolitan, a British conglomerate, and then in 1997, Grand Metropolitan merged with Guinness to form Diageo, placing Burger King under the control of a massive multinational corporation. During this time, Burger King faced a crisis of identity. The brand's focus on the Whopper was no longer enough to keep up with changing consumer tastes. As McDonald's continued to innovate with new menu items and expand its market share, Burger King struggled to keep up. In 1997, the company launched the BK Have It Your Way campaign, which harkened back to the brand's original emphasis on customization. However, by this point, the message seemed less impactful, and Burger King's identity felt confused. It was struggling to define what it stood for in the face of changing tastes and the dominance of McDonald's. The new millennium, 2000s to today. The new millennium saw a reinvention of Burger King. In 2002, the company went public again, and by 2004, Burger King introduced the Angry Whopper, a spicier version of the classic Whopper. This move demonstrated that the company was willing to experiment with new flavors and ingredients to appeal to a broader audience. This period marked a shift toward new offerings and innovations as the company responded to changing consumer demands. As more people began to seek healthier options, Burger King added more salads, chicken sandwiches, and wraps to its menu. It also started offering breakfast items to compete with McDonald's breakfast empire. One of the most significant innovations came in 2019 when Burger King introduced the Impossible Whopper. Made with Impossible Foods' plant-based patty, the Impossible Whopper helped the brand tap into the growing demand for plant-based and sustainable foods. The launch of the Impossible Whopper was a major milestone, showcasing Burger King's adaptability and ability to innovate in an increasingly health-conscious world. Burger King today. Today, Burger King is firmly established as one of the largest fast food chains in the world. Though McDonald's is still the leader, Burger King has carved out a significant presence globally, with locations in more than 100 countries. The company's focus on flame-grilled burgers, customization, and innovative marketing campaigns has kept it competitive in the fast food industry. Burger King has also embraced digital technology, offering mobile apps, delivery services, and online ordering to cater to a tech-savvy, convenience-seeking customer base. These efforts have helped the company appeal to younger generations and make its services more accessible. The Impossible Whopper was just one example of how Burger King has evolved to meet the needs of modern consumers. The company continues to innovate with new items and explore new trends in the food industry, such as plant-based foods, sustainable practices, and healthier options. The legacy of Burger King. So, after over 60 years of challenges and successes, what is Burger King's legacy? More than just a fast food restaurant, it's a brand that has weathered fierce competition, changing consumer tastes, and ownership changes. Through it all, Burger King has stayed true to its roots, flame-grilled burgers and a commitment to customization. Burger King's resilience in the face of competition from McDonald's and others is a testament to the brand's ability to evolve. It's an example of how a company can survive and even thrive in an industry where trends change rapidly and customer preferences shift constantly. As Burger King continues to expand globally, experiment with new menu items, and embrace new technologies, one thing is certain: the story of Burger King is far from over. Whether you're enjoying a classic Whopper, trying the Impossible Whopper, or exploring its other innovations, you're part of a legacy that has shaped the fast food industry for more than 6 decades.